Ladies and gentlemen, fellow followers of Energie TV, wherever you are, we greet you and with a welcome to our Energie News. We start today information by the Association of English Teachers in Mali, known as MATE, in partnership with U.S. Embassy in Mali, organized an international day dedicated to the former president of the United States of America, well known as Martin Luther King, at Bamako Normal Higher School. The aim was to extend and share with students of different English clubs the life, the fight, and the vision of Martin Luther King. It was in the presence of English-speaking communities, of representatives of U.S. Embassy in Mali, and several great personalities. Together, let us follow this report. As part of the International Day dedicated to the former President of the United States of America, the Association of English Teachers has organized to pay homage as every year to Martin Luther King, who is recognized as one of the greatest leaders of the world, and more particularly to English-speaking communities. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome today. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. At the place, several leaders were present, including Mrs. Data Cravens, the Cultural Affairs of the United States Embassy in Mali, with her representative, Mr. Adam Kouyaté, and all the members of MATE.
I have been sincerely impressed with the English ability of the students, the teachers, the administrators. I have been very honored to be here and be a guest and to support this English activity in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. I would like the audience to know that they have everything it takes to be leaders in their own communities. I am again very impressed that they've been here on a Saturday morning to compete with their English skills. I am honored to be a guest and to support the event, and I hope that they will all visit the American Center at the U.S. Embassy to gain resources and to improve their English skills.
During this activity, the students of the various English clubs demonstrated through poetry, technical to learn how to speak English, sketches, imitation, history, and the life of Martin Luther King, as well as other activities. In addition, women of MATE contribute a lot to the success of this event and thanks the Embassy for its support and recognition.
We decided to organize this event to make youth to know how to be a leader, to be inspired with Martin Luther King's thoughts of non-violence and to be a leader, to fight for freedom. My last word to Belgians is to be inspired from Martin Luther King's thoughts, his actions he did during his life.
As for the president of the Association of English Teachers in Mali, Mr. Tamboura, he said praying homage to Martin Luther King is an activity that they organize every year to raise awareness, motivate and encourage young people in order to follow the path of this great personality so that they could be a great leader in the future.
Great Martin Luther King Day, which is really a great man, well known by his famous speech, I Have a Dream. We're celebrating him this year, and Martin Luther King is a role model for all Black Africans and Americans. But especially we Africans also can really take advantages of his deeds to empower this young generation to make change, to have them be change makers. That's why MATE, which is a Mali Association of English, in collaboration with the United States Embassy in Bamako here, besides with the Public Affairs section, every year we celebrate this great man to remind people his great deeds and to help people to not only celebrate for the sake of celebrating, but to celebrate him for the sake of impacting ourselves. Because as one of his quotes, anybody can really serve. And we don't really need to have college degree to serve or being really good or holding a very good position. No, what you need to be is just be yourself and impact the community whatever you can.
Men, women, young people, and students all confirmed their satisfaction and thanked the President of Mate and the United States Embassy in Mali for this great initiative. The recommendation of the National Inclusive Dialogue and the Po Summit were at the heart of a press conference led this Saturday, 25th January 2020 by Mrs. Khadija Tousso, President of the platform Anko Malidron. It was in the presence of Soumaïla Cissé, leader of the opposition, former Prime Minister Modibo Sidibé, and several others guests. With 229 points, Nyame Touré is right now dedicated as the most beautiful ladies in the city of Selenge. She was selected this Saturday, 25th January 2020, through a ceremony in which took place at the Hotel Club in the presence of several great personalities in the locality. Our different correspondents were at the place, Musa Jara and Gausu Sanogo. In the same day, the Modek Movement for Common Destiny organized its ordinary national council at the house of the Bamako Partnership. During this meeting, the intervention of foreign defense and security forces in Mali was conveyed by the participant. It was at the presence of the president of MODEC, well known as Koniba Sidibé. February 2020, the day of Thursday, 20 January 2020, was marked by the deliverance of a motorcycle in which we call Moto Jakarta to the winner of the raffle of the official sponsor, well known as Bedem SA. This activity was followed by the visit of the President of the Constitutional Court of Mali, Manassa Danyogo, and a meeting of startup. Always in the same place, the Minister of Investment, Small and Medium Enterprises, Safia Boli, shared it on Friday, 21st January 2020, a conference debate having brought together several local and international investors. The title of this exchange framework was "The Problem of the Meat Industry in Mali and the Financing of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises." Sokolo camps in the Sekos region was again besieged by suspected terrorists on Wednesday, 29th January 2020. The incident comes 3 days after last Saturday's attack on the camps came, which made some 20 deaths. According to residents, another gendarmerie checkpoint called Point A, located in Sarakala, 25 kilometers from Sogolo, was the target of an attack Wednesday, 29 January 2020. Now we're gonna talk about religion. This is the great and wonderful news for Muslim communities. More than 1 billion CFA in the cost of building a mosque inaugurated this Friday, 21st January 2020 in Sotiba. This place of prayers and learnings of the Holy Quran, which presented itself as a reference in Africa, was found by Baseru Sila, a way for him to contribute to the development of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, these were our today actuality, in which I'm really happy to present it. For those who are supporting us for United States Embassy, FLSL English Club, PES English Club, and MCC Council, thank you very much for watching, and stay connecting on Energie TV. Energie TV, the child of environment.